Hi everyone, you have reached Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva, and this is your first time, welcome. If not, welcome back. For all of you out there, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. Like this video, hit the like button, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. And finally, share my video with your friends and family so that they can come to my channel and get to know me also. I'm here today with my take on Married to Medicine Reunion Part 1 for this particular season. First, I'll start off with this. Reunions for all of these housewife shows, Married to Medicine, they usually have a theme. I wasn't quite sure of the theme of this one for Married to Medicine Reunion Part 1. However, I wasn't really feeling it. I thought it was okay. Me, for themes, I really love when they're color coordinated, when they all either wear all black, white, yellow, whatever color they choose. But I love color coordinated themes where they're all wearing the same color. This one, they each lady had on their own color, their own style of dress. And I was like, it really didn't do much for me. But I'll start out with this. All of them, I felt the makeup was really good. It was on point, with the exception of Vanilla. I think they could have done a better job with her overall look. But, that's me. Let me know how you feel in the comments about their makeup and about Anilla's makeup. But even when Quad came out, I thought the makeup was fine. It was on point. So that's the makeup. Let's get to the outfits. I'll start with Dr. Simone because I love Dr. Simone, but unfortunately, she had on one of my least favorite outfits. I used to watch this show as a child, I Dream of Jeannie, and that's exactly what Simone's outfit reminded me of, from her hairstyle to her dress down to her shoes. I thought the outfit did absolutely nothing for her. And she's a beautiful woman. I think they're all beautiful in their own right and way. But however, that outfit did nothing for her. I hated it. So we'll move on to the two ladies where I felt like, their outfit fit them very well. Dr. Jackie outfit, very classic, very conservative. It fit her extremely well. And, it wasn't bad. Again, it didn't knock me out of my seat, but it was not a bad outfit, and I think overall she did look nice. So did Dr. Contessa. Contessa looked really nice in her white. Her outfit was beautiful. It looked good on her. It fit her well. If we go to Toya, Toya's outfit was Toya. What I did love about Toya, though, I really loved her hair piece, like the piece or the beads she had on the side of her head. And her outfit fit her well, but again, like I said, for all of them, it was nothing spectacular. And even though, what's her name? Dr. Heavenly, not my favorite at all. However, I do feel that her face, her makeup was done well, and she looked nice overall. And my last one, who did I not talk about? Oh, Quad. When Quad came out, Quad also, I think she looked, she was fine. She looked good. Again, it wasn't anything where I was like, wow. But actually, I'll take it back. When they was walking her out, because they had to kind of hold her dress for her as they was walking her out, it was a stunning dress. But again, I think it was okay. I think I seen Quad come to reunions looking better. So there we have it with the theme, and the outfits and the makeup, how I felt about that. For Reunion Part 1, it fell kind of flat for me. The excitement came towards the end to keep us on a cliffhanger so that we'll definitely stay tuned to watch Reunion 2. But in Reunion 1, much didn't happen. So they kind of brought up the subject again about Anila not paying the makeup artist, and did she pay the makeup artist for the reunion? I was kind of over that whole subject. They talked about how Anila finished her house and it was $3 million. Her and Toya got into it about their relationship. Once again, to me, that was like nothing. And then Andy did ask Toya, because her house is up for sale, what the deal was with that. Of course, did Toya, in my mind, tell the truth? Absolutely not. She said something about other people in her neighborhood are selling, and they're making, over $1 million of what they paid for the house. So that's why her and her husband put the house on the market, which I think is a bold-faced lie, because the last episode of the season, when they was having their little talk, they asked them about the house and they said it was off limits. They did not want to talk about the house being on the market. So I guess in between the last episode in real time and the reunion, they came up with a better excuse and saying they're putting their house on the market because others in their neighborhood have sold their home and made $1 million over their purchase price. It's a bunch of crap. The real reason, I believe, is because they cannot afford to live in that neighborhood. They probably couldn't afford it the moment that they moved in. Toya also mentioned that they're putting the house up for sale because she would love to move closer to where she has currently put the boys, whatever school she put the boys in. Again, like I said, I think it's nonsense. I think they are in over their head, and that is the reason why they need to sell this home. Andy asked her, they selling because they wanted to move away from she wanted to move away from Anelia, and she said absolutely not, which, I don't believe that was the reason. That's the reason either. So they brought that up. They also, it was kind of like a little stick on Toya moment, because they also got into, Toya's behavior and her broken relationships over this season, because she seemed to have gotten into with everybody. She got into with Anelia. She got into with Dr. Jackie. She got into it with Dr. Heavenly. So she had a lot of breakdown in relationships this season, and she blamed it on COVID and her husband, all the deaths that he's seen, as an ER doctor, and she kind of blamed it on that. Again, I felt like it was just fillers, because I felt like they had nothing else to really talk about at the reunion, and all of that stuff was just fillers for me. And so Dr. Heavenly and Toya went back and forth. Toya and Anelia went back and forth. And again, I was sitting there like, okay, when is this going to be over? Again, like I said, reunion part 1 was So, there was some other things that they dealt with, but let's just jump towards the end. The part that left us with a cliffhanger, have us waiting for the moment to see what's going to go down in part 2 with Dr. Contessa and her husband, Dr. Scott. Well, Andy asked her towards the end of the this reunion part 1. He asked her, what's going on between you and your husband? Did divorce come up? What's going on? Contessa doesn't answer. Her answer is, well, Andy, all of these ladies on the stage know me, they love me, and I'm paraphrasing. They can answer this question. They can answer this question. So here's my problem with Contessa. And listen, I've been feeling for Contessa this entire season. My heart broke for her. But now she's pissing me off. Like, Contessa, you're a grown woman. You're married. You have 3 children. Like, put your big girl panties on. Answer the question that Andy asked you, and don't say, oh, the ladies on the stage can answer a question about your life. She's ridiculous. What I'm going to need Contessa to do is, I want her to go visit Oz and get some courage. Contessa, participate in your life. Stop having these women answer for you. Stop confiding everything in them. Because at the end of the day, if you and your husband do divorce, okay, people can come and comfort you. People can call you on the phone. People can come over. But honey, when the smoke clears and they're all gone because they're tired of hearing you cry, they're tired of being there for you, and trust and believe that moment will come. You're going to have to sit in your own decisions, in your own mess, and face your own consequences to what it is you have done or not done. Okay? So then Quad gladly answers the question, okay? And in the meantime, they're panning back and forth to where the men are sitting behind the scenes listening in. So they're panning, showing the men, and then they have the ladies on the stage that they're talking to. So Quad says that, oh, yes, Contessa filed for separation. Contessa, really? You're going to let Quad answer this question, and then your husband is in the back feeling like, this is a sneak attack on him? And why wouldn't he? Because as the lady stated before Andy asked this question, they all talked about how they was a little bit confused about what Contessa was or was not doing, because right after she found out that her husband might or might not be doing some shady stuff, next thing you know, the ladies see her on Instagram and they're all on a vacation together. So you can't tell somebody you're going to work it out, okay? Then you go on vacation with them, but yet you're on the side on the phone with your homeboys or your homegirls, and you're telling them he or she is a mess. I want to divorce them. I'm going to separate. I'm going to leave. You're sending mixed messages. Now, Contessa, I was on your side. But now, as I stated, you pissing me off. You go on vacation with your husband after you find out that this, actually you didn't find out really. You still have no clue if this life coach is male, female, or whatever. You still didn't ask questions about who sees a life coach that they don't have to pay, and they've been seeing this life coach for over a year. Or about a year, or whatever. In addition to that, it's been rumored that your husband, rumors that you heard and know, has pictures in his phone of naked women, has been communicating with people outside of the marriage that are female. And so you still go on vacation with him. You don't clear any of this up. And now you're sitting on the stage with Andy, and now because you have all of the people around you, you get the courage. Well, actually, you didn't really get the courage. You let Quad say that you're filing for separation and you're thinking about divorce, and your husband back there like, what was she talking about? And now he got to come and crash the stage with the guys because he had no clue that you were on this page and he was on another. And of course he would be confused because you're sending mixed messages. Contessa is a mess. Contessa, get some courage, because that move right there that you did was all the way messy. So now we have to wait, I want to say about 2 weeks, because part 2 is not coming on until July 11th, to see how this whole debacle ends. I will be watching. And when I watch, I will come to you guys and let you know how I feel about the situation. And you can chat with me in the comments and let me know how you feel about it also. Anyway, let's move forward. This, I want to end on this on a little more serious note, and I want to say this. Nene Leakes have recently mentioned that, her husband Greg, his colon cancer has returned. She said he's in the hospital having surgery. He should be home soon, and she said just pray for him, pray for me, pray for our family. So I want to say this. Cancer is just one of those nasty diseases that just deteriorates a person's body, turns them into something different. And then when a person is fighting cancer, like, they really just have to fight so hard for their life because, chemo, radiation, if that's, what the person gets or is getting to try to fight it, it can just debilitate the body. Prayers go out to Nene Leakes. Prayers go out to Greg Leakes. May God heal them, heal the family, heal Greg, and I'll definitely be praying. It's so sad to me because And when they were on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, when I watched it, I always had a love for Greg. He always tried to, like, make peace whenever he could. You know, Anyway, guys, listen, pray for Greg, pray for Nene. See you in the next video. And tomorrow night, for the first time, I'm gonna go. I'm going live. So be there, hang out with me, and say a prayer, because it's gonna be my first time. Don't know what I'm doing, but I'll figure it out as I do it. So talk to you soon. Have a good night.